Generic greetings and welcome to Rise of Industry once again. In the previous episode, a lot of mistakes were made, mainly due to CAN references and also the track routing. As you can see, it is fairly terrible, but it does actually work, and we are making a decent amount of money. Currently, we're sitting on, well, last day was 191,000 profit, which is very, very nice indeed. In this episode, we're going to do a couple of changes around here. Mainly, we're going to try and get as much iron over there as possible. So we'll be using that one there and that one there, and we might even train it in because we do have well, that option because of this. So we'll see how it goes, and it's probably going to be the last one as well. I'd maybe go for one more episode. We'll see how it goes. But basically, we've done the most high-level thing I can think of, and we've got only a couple of other extra areas. There's one over here which has a bookstore. Now, this would be quite good because we can then produce books, but the books are not terribly difficult to make. You just need, I think you need ink or dye, which is very similar to the other ways we've been making stuff. And yeah, I just don't think it would be a good fit. But anyway, let's see if we can resolve this problem here because we've got a lot of iron that we need to get shifted. So I could use the rail network. I could use this railway here, but I don't know if that's going to be the way forward. I think instead what I'll do is have another line spurred off coming through here to this area where we can have that mine. So let's do that. So we'll go over to, good grief, we made 400 we made nearly 500,000 last month. Wow. Okay, the train functions then. Well, I say it functions. This won't be the normal because we've got a lot, I'm guessing, sitting in storage that's now slowly going down. Yes, I think that is the case. I think it's the case of we're just getting rid of the backlog. So that's all that is. There's no way it's going to be... I was going to say there's no way it's going to be all these beds here. But to be fair, look at that. We still got beds in the storage. So I'm going to add a couple more trucks there. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get another iron mine. So we want a building construction. We want to go over to the... iron mine, hang on, iron is in mining, and iron, and then I'm going to spin that around, and the thing is you can place this wherever, but let's do a test. If I place it there, the harvesters, yeah, see the harvesters, it's best to put it further back, even if that's not covering around the back there. As long as these have enough space to go all the way like that, we're fine. So we'll have one in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just because it hit that one there. That's exactly what I wanted. That's what I was aiming for. Excellent. Not ideal because obviously there is it is around the back here, but it doesn't really matter too much. So we'll go for train terminal, and typically, oh no, we'll put it that way, I guess, like that. All right, connect that up. And then we want to train it along and then connect it up to here. So we'll have a track coming off there. And then we want to go in here. But I think, because we can, we're going to have a tunnel. See, ideally you just want to connect it to there, but then we might have we might have collisions and such. Yeah, I've had problems with collisions before. I'm not totally sold on... well, I don't know whether it's the way I'm using, like the way the game has it set for setting the trains up and how you do it that way, or whether it's just I'm not fussed on the assignment mode. I don't know whether it's just a UI issue or it's just a fundamental issue the way the trains work, but I'm not sold on it. But what we'll do, we will have a separate line, even though it's going to be more expensive. It'll reduce the amount of clashes that we have. So we'll spur it off from here, and we'll come along. And then we want to have it so it goes underneath there. So we want a tunnel because we haven't had one yet. So it's a train track tunnel, and it'll be in. Sadly, it has to be there. There we go. So we are going to have to have the thing kink off, which is a shame, and I don't like it. You know what? I'm going to demolish all that track and waste a bit of money because I like the idea of it just going straight in. You see, which it's going to do, and then. It's going to come out of here, connect up there, and finally up to the tunnel. Right, so there's that connected. I don't know why it goes down. That's a bit weird. Just the way it is, I guess. And I don't know how we've got gas bubbling up from the top. I don't know what's going on in that tunnel, but it's not good. So we will have that storage full. So we'll say you deliver that, please, to the train terminal 6. And we'll say trucks, trucks, trucks. All the trucks, please. And that should do it, although probably sell. That 5 will do. 5 will do. Right, so there's that being sent. I guess there's another train track. So add route, trains, train terminal 6. So that one, pick up raw components, iron, 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 and finally iron. Add a stop. Nice if you could just click on that, but sadly not. That's train terminal 3. Linspit, bit, and then drop it off. Sign a train, job done. Go. Go route. And then from here, I want to say choose destination. For a start, choose what's in there. Iron and iron. 6 trucks. Factories. Smelter 2. And smelter 3. There we go. Doesn't help when it auto saves, and also on this speed it doesn't run terribly well. Right, so 28 iron. Oh god grief, we might have to get more stuff here. We might have to get more trucks. Although I'm aware that it's the backlog that it's shifting, so it's not always going to be like this. We need to see what happens. Is that not getting any? Is that run out of coal? Storage. There's nothing in storage. Is it out of coal? No, because it just makes cans, so it just takes steel. This one is... That's definitely not out of coal. Yeah, that's fine. So that's producing as many cans as it can. So lonely. Right, so that's fine. That's working. Storage, no cans. Yeah, so are we producing enough steel now for it? Well, that's getting shifted over to the mattress factory. Mattress factory is, yeah, still out of steel, but it's sort of going. Lots of iron there. Have we got any iron ore spare? Yes, we have. And yes, we have. Okay, so that's the iron ore shortage resolved or rated. That's good. I'm glad that's done. As you can see, profit has been made. That's working. Currently no train collision. Let's have a quick look. Oh, what else did they want over here? There was something that I saw before. It was rubber, produced at a petrochemical plant. Recipe book? Petrochemical. Rubber. Hang on, that's paper mill. There we are, that's why. Rubber requires oil and gas. Well, there's gas there. And there's oil there. And a lot of forested area. Do I want to have... There's oil there, oil. Where's the nearest gas? Apart from that little bit there. I don't know. Gatherers, gas pump. Oh, you can place it anywhere you want. And it doesn't highlight it, sadly. Is it worth making that, is the question. If we had a gas pump there, and the oil there, bring it down to this city, and produce it. Is that the way to go? Not a terrible idea. What's the load? 2 oil to 1 gas, and the distance is huge. There's nothing around here. We could train it in. We do have a rail network. There's gas there, and it does connect up to this load. No, it's not viable. It's just, it'll take more effort than anything really. This thing here, these are saying die. They're actually maxed out by the look of it. No, they're not. They're not. They're maxed out on berries. That's right. That's right. Is there a farmer's market over here? No, there's not. Okay. Anyway, that's still selling the beds. Still making decent money on that. I think that's our main product, really. Have a quick look over in Deep, because we might as well. We've got the bookstore, which requires books, and that's the... Oh, no, there's deluxe books and books, and I think the only difference is books are then bound in leather. So we'll have a quick look at the paper mill and books. You can see required cardboard, fabric, and paper. Wow, okay, so that's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. It's far too much to deal with. Deluxe books, I believe, is just it's wood, paper, and leather to make deluxe books. Oh, okay. Wood and paper. I'm guessing paper is produced at a paper mill. That might be possible then. Can I upgrade this road? No, I can't upgrade the road. That's a shame. Do we want to do that? What else is there to sell over here? In the bookstore. Posters and gift wrapping. So posters is dye and paper. And gift wrapping is cardboard and paper. Well, cardboard is water and wood, and paper is the same thing. Just it is actually the same. Same ratios as well. Same ratios. So if we went for deluxe books, we can have paper, wood, then we'd need leather. And leather will be from grain, which we'd have to get water from there, which isn't actually a massive problem. And then where could the food go? Well, there's a farmer's market there, which takes milk, which I believe is produced from the cows. I mean, it could be goat milk, but I don't think it is. Okay, let's do that. That'll be interesting, I hope. So, we will have a crop farm, which will go in... Oh, actually, no, we need water first. So, it'll be miners, water siphon on this corner, and then one... I've done the wrong way around. Should be the other way. Hang on. I've got enough money to just do that. Doesn't really matter. Because we're heading towards the right, so we need that. So it's 1, 2, autosave. Come on. 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to put it to normal speed, because otherwise it'll just be doing that constantly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Road network that up. Like that. So that's all that connected. And then that takes it over to a... Well, we need a crop farm, and we need a livestock farm. So it'll be crop farm. Just opposite. And that'll produce grain, but livestock I'll put further along. It doesn't really matter too much, just as long as we've got enough space for the fields, which that should be fine. So this we'll just set as a... I always do that. I always go to destination and storage first. That needs water and wheat, so this crop farm will say production of wheat, which requires water. So this one will say destination farm, crop farm, 2 trucks on that one. Then the next one will be the livestock farm with 3 trucks, like so. That should be fine. Obviously, we then need to connect these up, which is now connector rated. This field, or rather, we do need to add some fields, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This livestock farm, obviously, we do need to say fields as well, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Don't really need that many, but whatever. Looks pretty cool. And then that should be that sorted. Obviously, we do need to go to this farm and say destination, choose destination, farms, livestock farm, 3 trucks. It's the close distance, so we should be okay. But we'll see. We might, obviously, we'll be doing the full balance pass later on. So that's the livestock farm. Livestock will produce milk and leather, I believe it does. Or meat, milk, and leather. So we'll say destination for a start. We'll say milk, and then we'll say set that destination to the commercial building farmers market. 3 of those are connected now, and then we'll just say that there. So that now, I believe, can go and sell. So that's fine. It says unable to reach or deliver. I don't think that is entirely true. I think it is connected, but for some reason it is saying it's not. So what I'm going to do instead is that, and that should now be done. Does deep not require milk? Milk, yes, definitely requires milk. Is it that little bit there? Close that. Do that. Milk. Choose destination. Farmers Market 1. Hang on. Deep. What? Why is it saying miles away? Farmers Market. Milk. Product. Ah. Milk. There we go. Now it's okay. I think it was something to do with that one there. Okay, so that's connected up. So we're now producing leather. So back over to the books. Requires paper and wood. Okay, so lumber mill for a start. So we go for construction. Mining. Or gatherers, technically. And then a lumber mill. A lumber yard, rather, I guess. What I'll do, I'll put the road in first. Like that. And then we will have a lumber yard in there, and then obviously we need all of the gatherers, which will just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. There's that sorted. So that's the lumber yard. That'll send the lumber down to, it'll be 2 paper mills, I believe, because we need paper. We need wood and paper to make the deluxe books, so that's fine. So it is simply factories, paper mill. We need 2 paper mills. One can go in there, and the other one can go in there. And that should be it. That should be enough. So lumberyard, we'll say destination over to. Actually, no, we'll set the production first. So this is going to produce paper, which it already is. Does need water though, so I will have to get this water siphon and say storage of factories, paper mill. Put 3 on that. Let's put all the trucks on. Probably end up with a deficit of water there. Like I said, there's a balance pass to be done. So water, require 2 water actually, so that's, oh yeah, that's going to be a problem. We're definitely going to have another water siphon around here. But anyway, that'll produce paper. And then this one will produce, see what I mean? I've got storage then work back, don't know why. Deluxe books. So wood, paper, you need 2 of, and then leather. So this one, destination, that one's going to say choose destination, factories, this one here, which is number 1, paper mill 1, which will only be the 2 trucks, and then the third one, deluxe books, so 2 more trucks, there we go, there's that 3. Paper will be sent to the factories of paper mill 1, which is 3 trucks, we'll sell that, make it down to 2 because of the distance. This will have destination of choose leather, which will obviously be the factories of paper mill, and we'll have another just 2 trucks on that because of the distance. And then finally this one, destination of the commercial building, the deep bookstore. And that's it. So we'll max that out and we'll see if this actually produces. So it should do. So in storage we have why have we got water in that one? That's wrong. Oh, I'm sending water to the wrong thing. Water siphon 1. No, don't auto save in the middle of it. Water, that's destination paper mill 1, that's it. In paper mill 2 we'll dump that water because we just don't need it. So paper mill 1 is now producing paper, as you can see. Got a decent amount of wood there, lumber's fine. Producing paper, sending it over to the deluxe books, which is being produced. 1 paper, we need 1 more. There we go, that's now being produced. That's deluxe books. Maybe a book about books. And that should be sent over here for, yep, there you go. Oh, the farmer's market, that one. And there you go, 23,000. That was the deluxe books. Excellent, so we do have that all up and running. So, it didn't make as much money last month as we have previously, because obviously we've just added all of this and the expenditure and such, and there's a complete balance pass to be had here. So we need to alter the grain, because as you can see we've got loads of water there where we don't need all of that, so we need to reduce that down, send more water to probably, I'll probably just send the water over to the mill, to be quite honest with you. We could probably just reduce that crop farm to 1 and then more to the paper mill. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, and there's some balance to be made across this entire thing, but I think we're going to leave it there. We have made a decent amount of profit, And obviously most of our profit is coming from this place here, where we're producing the luxury beds, but we're also making still a lot of money from here, which is where we've got our plastic furniture, which is all good as well. So overall, I think we've done quite well. I think we are going to leave it there and indeed leave the series here. Obviously, we could add more, we could go for more stuff, but in reality, we've done most of the expensive stuff. We've seen a lot of the interim stuff. There's only really the gas network that I haven't done, but even then, actually, is it? No, we've got oil. But there's no gas. There's a couple of things I haven't done. There's like fisheries and stuff, and there's other bits and bobs to do. But we've done the rail network. We've done most of the stuff. So I think we'll call it call it a day there. But I have enjoyed going through and seeing all the new stuff, all of the new recipes. Game's definitely coming on. Yeah, definitely coming off. Obviously, still not finished, nowhere near. This is the alpha 3.0.1, I think, something like that. Either way, ain't finished. A couple of reservations, especially when it comes to the train stuff and the way you do it. But you know what? Still perfectly playable. Just a little quirky at times. And considering it's early, I'm not going to knock it. Certainly not. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the video and the series. If you want to see more, let me know. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.